Hi guys, I'm starting soon. Sorry, that's just me typing. Okay, I was just typing into the chat my shop. That's all. All right, hi everyone. Happy Friday. Okay, so sorry, I was just lowering down the thing. Everybody's having a wonderful Friday. I think this is kind of really my first official live on YouTube where I'm not like streaming on TikTok at the same time. I just want to see how it goes, and for all of my YouTube friends, because really this is where I started out, and my heart has always been to stream on both, like live stream both on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, without there being any issues. But yeah, hopefully everything will go perfectly fine. Yeah, hopefully everything will go great on the live. I'm probably going to go over some of the releases that I did on YouTube. I'm sorry, on TikTok. Like really quick. But if you came from TikTok, then you've already seen these releases, and I kind of did like a test stream. I tried to dual stream like earlier this week, but it was not working out at all. So I'm just gonna do the quick releases, a quick overview of the releases from last week, plus the grocery sticker pack from this week. So I'll go over the grocery sticker pack real quick. And this is the release from this week. I know it's kind of been 2 weeks of groceries, but I really wanted to get it out. And then also this month coming, August, which is tomorrow, by the end of August, I'm going to have like a seasonal grocery icons pack, along with probably some extras that I forgot, because under breakfast, there's some that I forgot too. So it'll probably be like a little mini like add-on to the grocery icons. So I'm excited about that. So this is a grocery icons pack. It's right now also everything is 60% off on my shop. So you can see everything below. It's organizeddigitalplanner.com. Okay. And I also put it into the chat. So first we have vegetables. These are all individual PNGs here, and I have this in Noteful as well as GoodNotes, and I did not do individual PNGs because it would be about 600 or so individual PNGs. However, if you, let's say you don't use iPad, I do believe GoodNotes is on, has an Android app, so if you're using like Samsung or anything like that, then you can use GoodNotes, at least for the sticker pack. However, if you really do want to use, you really want individual PNGs, just let me know, and I'll just do that and just add it to the listing. But yeah, just let me know. Yeah, so anyway, here are vegetables, and I'm sure I've kind of missed some, but I tried to get as many varieties of things, like the different like potatoes here and onions. There's a shallot there. Yeah, I tried to get as many versions of things. I don't really know where olives go, so I just have them there. And then I have different fruits here, different colors for like grapes and different fruit. I know that there's a bunch of fruit that I'm probably missing, but I tried to get all the main ones that you mostly kind of use. And then here's different salads and pasta salads. There's also some grilled vegetables here, but and some grilled veggies here as well. And then that's potato salad up there. And then here's some different fruit bowls and acai bowls here. Here are different kinds of cheeses. There's like sliced cheese, shredded cheese, cubed cheese, more shredded cheese, some blocks of cheese, and there's also more under charcuterie. And then there's cream cheese here too. You might see a couple duplicates as well. Here are different meal prep items. Maybe you don't have this exact items that you meal prep, however they would be really cute to just kind of add into your digital planner as just like a reminder if you need to like pack lunch or anything. I think they would be so cute. Also, if you're watching, you have any questions, just put put your questions in the chat, even if it's just like generally digital planning related. Let me know. I am here to answer all your questions. Also, if you need any like beginners tutorials or anything, just let me know. Okay, so here are different like meal prep containers. You can also crop them down if there's just like one that you want. You can just kind of crop it down and like use one. And then here's some more here. And then I just love these with all of the like the blueberries and tomatoes and just kind of like snacks and nuts and stuff. I just really love that. Okay, next are the freezer meals. These are kind of like mimicking like the super cubes where you could make additional extra of your meals and then freeze it into portion sections. In real life, I really do want to purchase those so I can just kind of meal prep ahead of time, maybe make some extra food so it doesn't go to waste, and then I can just simply I don't know why it does that, guys. They're truly, I think it's just my Noteful glitching out. They are transparent, so I think it's just like my Noteful that keeps doing that, but they're transparent if yours does that too. Here is some soups, stews, chili, and I tried to have like a variety. Okay, yeah, I tried to have a variety of soups and stews. Chili, like that's kind of like a stew. This is like a chicken noodle soup, a broccoli cheddar soup, tomato, like a lentil soup. So there's just different kinds of soups and stews and chili. These would be great to use during the fall. Okay, so let's see, different kinds. I just have freezer and fridge, although there'll be more that I will add, but right now I wasn't sure where to put these. I do use the meatballs myself. Frozen ones, biscuits, pizza crust, although I could have done one that says pie crust, so I'm gonna add more. Yeah? Oh, she is? Okay, just so I'm busy. I'll be off live soon. Did you know? No. Okay. Sorry guys about that. Pepperoni and tater tots, and let's see, pepperoni tater tots. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Okay, here is poultry. I should have put poultry instead of chicken because I do have turkey, ground turkey right here. I meant to put poultry, so you can probably just change the heading if you want to, but these could be used for turkey, especially for Thanksgiving, and different turkey legs, chicken legs. And then here are different like baked kind of chicken meals, and I think my favorite is just kind of like the buffalo right here. Then there's chicken tenders, dino, different nuggies. Especially these are perfect if you have kids or if you just like them yourself. Here's some grilled chicken or sauteed chicken. This would be great for just, you know, using your planner for like meal prep. And then also here, I would use these if I had to like take chicken out of the freezer. That's definitely something that I always kind of forget. And there's, you know, drumsticks, thighs, ground chicken, ground turkey, and then also some other meat. Here's pork. You could also use this bacon under beef, because I know that there's beef bacon as well. Also turkey bacon too. So I wasn't very specific on it. So you can use these for whatever bacon that you want. This looks kind of like pulled pork tenderloin, like a pork chop, a ham, and then other kind of things you can do with pork and ham. Okay, next is beef. And I usually get ground beef that looks like that, like grass-fed beef, but I also get some that looks like that. The hot dogs, of course, you can use, not everybody has like all beef hot dogs, so you can use it for whatever you'd like. And then there's kind of like a roast here, steak, and you can use any of those. Here's seafood, and then there's like the tuna here, some fresh fish. This kind of looks like halibut, but you can just use it for any kind of white looking fish, salmon. And then here's some other fish here. There's some other seafood. Here's some seafood meals like crabs, gumbo, jambalaya, kind of like a seafood boil, a salmon bowl. Yeah, and there's some like grilled salmon there. Here's different seasonings and spices. I kind of did the best I could with remembering as many spices as I can. I had to redo thyme. Somehow I kind of messed that up in Procreate, so I'll have to replace that for you guys if you did purchase it. But yeah, there's lots of seasonings and spices, and I'll be adding more, especially more seasonal spices. I do have cinnamon here, but I know that there's more seasonings and spices for the holiday season. And then there's pure vanilla there. And then there's baking here. There's different kind of baking things, baking icons that you can use, different types of sugars, icing. I actually baked a cake just like that today, and the chocolate frosting, if you know the kind of viral video that's kind of on TikTok right now, about using a box cake mix and then kind of replacing some of the ingredients in it that it says. It actually turned out really great. Here's some KitchenAid mixers or whatever kind of mixers. I'm going to be adding more colors, especially for the holiday seasons coming. Here are some drinks, like white grape juice, cranberry juice. These are supposed to look like a popular energy drink here, some popular probiotic drinks, as well as other guys, I don't know why that looks like that. They really are transparent, guys. So I think it's just my Noteful glitching because it's hooked up to the computer right now. But they're transparent. They're transparent. Of course, when I'm recording this and live, it wants to be that way. This looks like a sports drink. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna, if it kind of, I don't know, maybe I need to update my Noteful. Let's see, here's some more drinks. This is like cola here. Here's some protein drinks. My next release, I'm gonna have to do a chocolate drink of that one. And then water, of course. This is like the 4 or 5 gallon if you purchase that, because I have a reverse osmosis system now, but you know, we actually still purchase like some water too. I live close to the water treatment facility, but the water smells and tastes like chlorine, so I really don't like the taste of it. Okay, so here's different drinks and smoothies. Here is apple cider, or it can be another kind of drink that looks like that color, and different lemonades, fruit drinks, agua frescas, punch, smoothies. These are like the kind of immunity drinks, kind of like the ginger shots, and then different water like infusions, water for infusions. Here is tea and matcha. So different kind of iced tea. This is chamomile tea, different matcha. There's a matcha powder and different kind of teas here. Next is coffee, and then here's our different kind of coffee machines and French press pour over, and different kinds of iced coffees, different kinds of instant coffees down here, and then also different coffee pods down here, and then a bag of coffee beans. Here are different coffee creamers, and then also coffee syrups, and then here's some sauces here, and then here's some popular coffee creamers here as well that you may be familiar with if you buy coffee creamer. Here are some appliances, and I'm be sure to add some more in my next release. Instant pot, slow cooker, toaster oven, air fryer, toaster, blender, and then here are the mixers again, and then the microwave as well. Okay, here are some different kitchen items, and then I probably will add more in the next release too. This is a good starter, and then it's also showing me what I need to add, what I've forgotten. So here's some paper towels, mixing bowls, oh my goodness, guys, what am I forgetting? Like a mixer here, bundt cake pan, and then also some other kitchen items here. Here is my sourdough one, sourdough. Here are these baskets that a lot of people use. Mason jar, I'm starting my starter again. Hopefully I won't kill this one. Here's like the wet jars, and also the larger jar if you make a lot of starter. Here's some different breads. Even if you don't do sourdough, you can use these breads, and then some Dutch ovens, and then even here's a kitchen scale if you use that to like measure food. Next are nuts and nut butters. Here's different like packages of nuts, trail mix, hazelnut spread peanut butter, almond butter, and I'll be sure to add some more in the next release. Here's different condiments and other things that would kind of be like in a condiment kind of area, like pickles, different kinds of condiments here, different kind of jams, honey maple syrup. I just did cooking oil. I know that there's like canola oil, there's vegetable oil, different kind of oils, but I just kind of kept that there. And then there's olive oil. Here's some different kind of sweeteners. I think the only sweetener I forgot is the yellow, which is probably Splenda. And then here's some different kinds of sauces. Some of the labels I kind of left blank, and you can put the exact name of the sauce if you want to. I kind of was leaving some ambiguous just in case, you know, maybe there's a specific sauce that you use. You can just use kind of one that doesn't have a label, and you'll kind of get the gist. And then here's some breakfast items. I did forget some of the breakfast items somehow, so I'm gonna have to do another release with different breakfast sandwiches and such. Here's some pancake mix, syrup, oatmeals. This is like overnight oats here. Maybe you can use this as like grits, or maybe porridge. And then here's a few cereals and like Pop-Tarts. Here are some canned goods. There's a ton of different tomatoes here, mixed veggies. I know cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving, and then this is if you make pumpkin bread, or maybe you just like to use it in other pumpkin dishes. Here's some more like veggies, beans, and then also a few box meals. Here's some macaroni and cheese, and then some different kind of rices. Also, you can also request some for the next grocery release if there's something specific that you always purchase or use. These are so cute for me to make, and I love making them, so just let me know. It's not a bother at all, and I'd rather get as many things as you guys love in the next release, probably at the end of August, beginning of September. Here's dairy, like sour cream, Greek yogurt. This is like for dip, yogurt, butter, cream cheese. I tried to do as many different milk tops as I could, different kind of milk tops, because I know in different parts of the country, sometimes the skim milk is one color and is different in another color, or at different stores. And then also we can use this for milk or cream, chocolate milk, different kinds of eggs. And then these are also if you get farm fresh eggs, because different breeds of chickens produce different colors of eggs. This is for breads, rolls, bagels, tortillas, dinner rolls, some fresh bread, pretzels, garlic bread or Texas toast, cornbread, English muffin, biscuits, and some bagels. Here's for different desserts and treats. Here's different kinds of ice creams, cupcake. Here's some different kinds of treats and pies, and there's flan. And then here's some more cookies, some more packages of cookies. It's fun. I kind of left the labels blank, but this would be more like, I believe raisin cookies usually they do purple, but you know, you can just kind of put whatever you'd like. This one's blank because it could be snickerdoodle, it could be sugar cookie, and then these are kind of like sandwich cookies, kind of like Oreos and different kinds of treats there. Here's different kinds of like snacks and gummy snacks, fruit snacks, different kinds of popcorn, because I know people like different versions or to make it themselves. Yeah. And then also more snacks. Here's some chips. I know in the next release I have to do like cheese curls. I have to do the spicy crunchy cheese curls too, or crunchy ones too. But here are different kinds of chips and crackers. Next are pizza, burger, sandwiches, and here's different kind of pizzas, flatbreads, wraps. Here, this is like a breakfast wrap here, and then different kinds of burgers. This one's even kind of like a chicken sandwich. Here's different sauces, dressings, and marinades. If you make sauces, or if you just kind of want it in like your spread. And if you make like vinaigrettes or your own dressings, yeah, some of these I did not crop very well from Procreate, so I apologize about that. That's like a barbecue sauce or maybe another kind of like marinade that you make. Here are different pasta noodles. I kind of love this one. This one is, I don't want to say the wrong name, maybe like cavatappi. I like to use that for mac and cheese only because of the viral mac and cheese recipe on TikTok. If you know, you know. I'm sure I forgot some, but I tried to remember the gist. Actually, I forgot to add the spaghetti noodles. So yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna have to do a part 2 on the grocery release, like an add-on. Here's different pasta and noodle meals. This is kind of like the gnocchi. That's kind of my favorite. I need to learn how to home make it, but I do love it from Olive Garden. Here is like a noodle bowl. Here's different kind of bakes, lasagna, mac and cheese. Here's different sheet pan meals. I've mentioned before that I need to actually start doing some sheet pan meals. I don't know why. I think I'm just kind of nervous about adding meat with the veggies, but I know it will all get cooked in the oven, so I really shouldn't worry about that. So you'll be along for the ride when I venture out and learn how to do that. Here's hot chocolate, more to come for the seasonal drinks. Legumes, beans, and really this was supposed to be beans and grains. I know, I think after a while, after cropping like 600 or 700 icons, I think my brain kind of short-circuited. So there's rice here, there's beans here. This could be like quinoa, and then there's different canned beans here. And then here's different appetizers, dips, and sides. And these will be great for like the football season coming up, or if you have any parties that you host. Here's for canning, if you're into canning, or there's different kinds of canned goods. And then also these mason jars would be just great for just, you know, just decorating your planner. Here is different like grill and barbecue, different kind of grilled veggies. This is kind of a repeat thing. And then here's also some grilled meats and seafood. Then here is our charcuterie board here. And then here's all some different kind of like cured meats and different things that you would find on a charcuterie board. I mean, this would be great if you have to stop by like the deli and get like salami or anything else. You can just kind of use that in your planner as like a reminder. And then here is tofu if you're a vegetarian or you just like tofu. And then here's a couple of tofu meals here. This one is actually blank at the end. So if you Google any kind of like icons or maybe take out places like their logos, you can just kind of add them here and they will be in your grocery sticker pack. So this would be great. This is this week's release. At the time of this video, everything in my shop is 60% off, so it'll be a great time to go get it right now. And this is the release from last week that goes along with it. These are meal planning and grocery store list, so you can kind of meal plan on each day, and then each one of these are for like different stores if you want to go to different stores. I actually go to different stores, you know, I'll just put like a local grocery store. From Costco, I actually, that does not say local grocery store, but I'll just put like grocery. And then I'll put here like pickup. I'm not sure if anybody else does like grocery pickup, but at the beginning of the month for Costco, I usually do like bulk items, and then the local grocery store, I usually get like milk and some specific snacks that do not come in bulk, and also some veggies. And then grocery pickup, usually like kind of like mid-month, there may be some things that we get at the local grocery store. Hi Delilah, how are you? So happy that you're over here visiting on the YouTube. Actually, it feels really nice. Sorry, I just looked up, so I'm not sure how long ago you said hi. But yeah, it's funny because I haven't had like any restriction talk, you know, like from like TikTok. It's, you know, it's kind of annoying. I'm just going over the grocery pack, which you probably already know about, but this video is going to save, so anybody who hasn't seen it on YouTube, then, you know, they'll be here and they'll be able to see it. I know it's such a nice break from TikTok. I feel like you have to watch everything you say, because I've gotten like, not so many violations, but at least like 3 violations, and just for like showing my phone, which is kind of crazy, or mentioning somewhere else. It's so annoying. But yeah, my dream, really, I do have the setup for it, I just need it not to crash, is to stream TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and I can actually see both chats. But I figured today, it's Friday, I'm just kind of chilling and hanging out. It's okay if nobody shows up or 1 or 2 show up. The video will automatically be saved, so I don't have to, you know, download, you know, a video for 2 hours and then upload it for another 2 hours. So anyway, you probably already seen all this, but I'm just gonna keep showing the release from last week, the grocery release, and then I think I'm gonna finish off my habit tracker, because today's the last day of July, and I was actually supposed to be showing, like, checking off my habit tracker every day, but I have not been doing that. Yeah, so for anybody who's not familiar, yeah, usually I end up doing like a grocery pickup at some point. So that's kind of the point of these meal planner store list, and there's actually quite a bit. So I'm just gonna do a quick flip through, and hopefully I won't make any of you dizzy. There's actually about 36, and then I'll show you the other version, which is still in here. Here we go, coming up to it. And then, oh, I did more actually than I thought. Okay, and here's the other version where it's more vertical, and then there's like 2 stores. So maybe you have to hit like 2 stores for groceries, and you know, maybe you don't need 4. So this is like the other version of that. And then there is, actually I was wrong. I believe it's 39. I was trying to calculate what was half of 78, and I definitely failed at that. Yeah, 9 plus 9. Yeah, 9 plus 9 is 18. Yeah. So these will be really cute, especially for like, you know, fall and baking and everything too. Okay, I'm almost to the end. Sorry for making anyone dizzy. Okay, And then also part of that bundle is, which I wish I had on here, but I actually have this right here. So there's all these different grocery lists in different colors. And then you can see here, like some are kind of opaque, the opacity's down. So you can use these just in your regular planner. Those are really cute. And actually, was there one more release with the grocery last week? Yeah, I think there was just the papers too, just the grocery papers. So all these papers in the back of here, there's all of these grocery papers here. How I use the grocery papers is in my recipe book here. Let me go back to the beginning. I use in my grocery list. Okay, so this is actually, I'm in my blank 20 tab notebook here, and the cover actually is blank. So I use the one of the grocery papers in the back, and then also I used from one of my releases these notebook covers. I'll get to it over here. I love using the stickers here, but sometimes they're so small. And I know I'll be changing them out actually in the fall. This is actually the bright cow print, which I love that too. I'm trying to get to it, sorry guys. Here we go. These are the binder covers, and they come in a ton of colors, and I just love them. I'll probably do more for the fall. So a lot of these things that I've done before, like the binder inserts and everything, I'm going to be redoing them also for the fall too. So, and I'll show you a little fall preview too. But yeah, and then I also used these letters, the chenille letters too. I also use the chenille letters here, which are in gold and silver, for the cover. And then here's what I have so far for myself. It may not make sense for some of you how I have the recipe book, because like maybe you'll want like the different like kind of foods together. I just did quick meals first, but you can rearrange it how you would like. And probably for the fall, and then also the holiday season, I'm going to be, I know I love it so much. I think for the holiday season, I'm going to do like a fall version for fall recipes. I'm still transferring everything over from my camera roll and also from TikTok. I have a ton of screenshots, and I have like 200 TikToks saved that I need to get through. And I would love for them all to be here, because in my TikTok, I kind of remember them, but the recipe book, I actually do come back to the recipe book. So this is what mine looks like. You can do it however you'd like. And I'm just using the recipe papers here. Hold on, let me go back to new releases. Here are the food papers. And I'll just do like this grid here, and then you can see the food papers. Oh, there's one of my grocery list there. The grocery list does not come on there, guys. But yeah, here are the different fruit papers. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can actually see kind of like an overview of all of them. And these are, I just love all these grocery papers. And this is something you can use like year round. I'm definitely going to get into all the seasonal stuff. I kind of feel a little bit behind because everybody else is doing like fall stuff, but I really love just kind of like foundational things that that you're just going to use like all the time. So there we go. I erased that one. You guys are not going to have that. I just had that for mine. Okay, let me go back to the recipe book. So this is what I have so far in my recipe book. Here's quick meals. I don't have anything under quick meals yet, or meal prep, baking and desserts. I have this cinnamon roll muffins. These are screenshots from TikTok. Oh, also in Noteful, you can actually, what layer am I on? In Noteful, you can actually link. I could put a link to the URL to the TikTok if I want to have the video, and all I have to do is like click on here. In GoodNotes, you can do the same thing, but you have to do it with text. So maybe put like the title here in text, and then you can link it to the actual video. And then here is for a pound cake. And then these mini muffins I've made before, and that's why I've kind of written over it the differences of what I do. And then here are under breads. I did have something there, but I took it away. Sourdough. I keep saying there's a sourdough English muffin recipe I need to add here. And then appetizers, dips, sides, soups, stews, chili. This is a baked potato recipe that is from TikTok, and I've made it before and I love it. Here are different chicken recipes. This is a chicken pot pie with cheddar bay biscuits. I can't wait to make this. It looks so good. And these are screenshots from TikTok as well. I mean, guys, are you seeing a pattern? So here's what I have so far. There's a taco seasoning that I need to add here. Different kind of drinks. So under drinks, I also have like this coffee recipe that looks really good. And then for pasta, I have this from Joanna Gaines. It says Miss Gail's chicken fettuccine alfredo. I actually need to edit it a little bit, and I can like kind of write on here. I don't know if anybody else does recipes and then they kind of revise it themselves, because for sure for the sauce, I actually do, oh, let me make this a little bit smaller. For the sauce, I do double the cream, and then I do double the Parmesan, and I actually only do a quarter of the butter. So that's what I do for my version of it. And this was a PDF from her website. Yeah, if anybody wants, you can pretty much like look it up. It's really good. And then freezer meals, I need to put this here for different ideas. And this is what I have so far. And that is what's so far in my my recipe book. And then I'll probably do a seasonal version too. So look out for a fall version. So my habit tracker, this is the cover. I don't know if I've really shared it on YouTube as much, probably on TikTok. You guys have like seen it so many times. But these are from this is like from my covers pack. And then the letters are from the Chenille Letters. Oh, Chenille Letters. These are charms from my charms bundle. If you want any of this, everything right now is 60% off on the shop, organizeddigitalplanner.com. It feels so nice to say that on YouTube. Oh my goodness. On TikTok. Flag. Yeah, so here are the studs and ribbon and cord. All of this is on like different layers too, so you can kind of mix and match. And then here are the different habits. Again, this is the 20 tab blank notebook. It's completely blank and everything's hyperlinked. So I guess I don't have anything on 11, but yeah, everything is hyperlinked. So this is finishing out July, and I'm going to do another one for August. I'm trying not to do a fall cover. I'm trying to not like, guys, when I dive into fall, you're going to be so sick of it. Okay. So I'm trying to hold off a little bit, but I will show you a preview for next week where we're stepping our toes in the fall. Okay. So let's finish off my digital planner. My habit tracker. So let's see, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. So I just duplicate this, and this is my prayer and Bible reading. These are actually charms and studs too. And then here again are the Chenille Letters that I used, and then the papers are from, oh my goodness, I think it's Pastel Florals, and then there's a Christian version, and then also like a plain version too. So that's the paper that I used. I'm trying to think if I have the reading templates out. I'll have to look on the shop. But yeah, so these are the books. Reading, and by reading, I always joke about this, is it's audiobook. And I did finish, I'm going to copy this purple color because I like it. I did finish Belgravia, and I'm on to another book. I'm actually going to try to read a book. There's an author, I'm trying to think of her name, Felicity something. She is a Christian author, but she writes books that aren't really, some are faith-based, but some are, faith is woven in, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like, they're all fiction. Like one is like a, kind of like a Hunger Games type post-apocalyptic kind of, or like dystopian kind of book. And she does kind of weave in like faith into it, but it's not solely, it's just kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, but she has lots of books too. And then also, I don't know if she has any fantasy type books. She might. I know that she does have some type of quote unquote romance book, or they do have romance in it, but it's not like what you typically kind of hear on Book Talk and Instabook. I don't know what Instagram calls books, you know, but it doesn't have any of that kind of like spicy stuff in it. So that's the kind of things, I haven't really read any book like that, but one's kind of like a mafia book, so I want to read it. And it's nice kind of knowing like I can read something and there's not anything crazy in it, but to each their own. Let's see, I just copied that. I'm gonna change the color to this color. Oh, it feels so nice, kind of like finishing everything. So that is planning my digital planner. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to like do my August one with you guys. Tea and coffee. You can obviously see tea has won out. And I'm actually gonna use this cup because really I didn't drink tea today, but I did drink water. So I'm just gonna put that there. Oh, this is so cute. And I do have habit tracker templates, and I do have habit tracker templates. That is a sticker pack that I have, which is all of these. And then this paper is from the Coastal sticker pack, which is actually a free sticker pack. If you go on the shop, you might have to do view all and then kind of scroll across maybe like page 4. The Coastal sticker pack is there. Okay, declutter, guys. Yeah, I didn't succeed really much at all. But I did do some stuff here and there. Okay, I did. And I didn't really declutter anything today, so I can't really put anything today. But it's called mini declutter so that I wouldn't get overwhelmed, okay? And actually I need to do one where it says toys because I have been decluttering the kids' toys. Okay, vitamins and supplements. I did take something, well, I will later, but I'll just fill it in. My allergy medicine, which I can take in a little bit, and then magnesium. I'm just using the highlighter. Oh, I already did green. I'm gonna do this pink. Oh no, I did pink already. Maybe I'll do purple. Here we go. I'll do like this purple color. I just used the highlighter one, and then it kind of fixes itself. I think that's cute. Yay! Okay, watering flowers. I didn't water them yet, but I will because it'll be the end of the day. And also, guys, I have no idea. Every time I plug in my laptop, I plug in my iPad to the laptop, to the stream, it changes the date and time. I have no idea. It's definitely not January 9th. It's July 31st. So if you're watching that back and you're looking at my computer, my iPad, you're like, wait a minute, girl. No, it's not. Okay, actually, I should have did this. These are actually charms, and I just love, hold on, let's go back. There we go. These are actually charms, and I just love reusing the charms. I haven't really on live recently, so I got to get back to using my charms. And you know it, there's going to be fall charms, there's going to be Christmas charms. Like, that's my heart. Outside time, guys, the watering my flowers is going to be the outside time, so I'm going to do that. And also, we have these things called, they're right by our door. They're like cicada killer wasp things, and they're so annoying. We're trying to get rid of them. I know that, I don't know, everybody's kind of, half and half on getting rid of them and stuff, because the males don't have stingers. They're not really aggressive, but they fly around a lot, and then they'll go away eventually, but they're so big and ugly and you don't really want to be around them. So we're trying to get rid of them because they're close by our door and walkway, but it's been a challenge because we were trying not to use like strong pesticides or anything near the house. So outside time has been difficult because there's these giant wasp things, you know. Anyway, so that is the end. I had added this page. This is the end of my habit tracker for July. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Oh, what I was saying about reading is I am an audiobook girl, and I need to get better at reading, but you know, at the end of the day, I get very, very tired. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is a preview of this week coming, my little hint of fall. That's a good transition. And so it's basically going to be coastal autumn, and this is kind of like a bridging of in between like summer and the fall starting. A little bit of pumpkins. Where I am, I know by the end of August they're going to be starting oh my goodness, they're going to be the pumpkin patches and everything are going to be starting soon, so everybody's going to be buying their mums. So I just love this house. It's on the coast. I wish it was like my dream house. This, I would imagine, would be on the back of the house and near the coast, and it's just kind of beautiful and just nice and fall, but still has like a coastal kind of summery feel. And yeah, I'm so excited. This is just a little preview, and then here's some papers. Of course, we all love some stripes. And then here's like a little tablescape. And yes, I'm the person who will decorate for fall literally September 1st. I don't even care where I am if it's still hot, but that's just like a little preview, and that is going to be the release for next week. And those are the grocery papers, my recipe book, my habit tracker, the grocery pack one, and then these are the grocery store list. So yeah, you love it, Delilah. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Fall is my favorite season. I love it so much. And I really wanted to get like the grocery thing and some other things out of the way. Also in August, there's going to be some other things not fall related, but I will have a couple more fall related things. I just kind of wanted to ease into fall because I'm going to be fall heavy. I'm going to be super fall heavy on everything. So, and to the point where you're probably sick of it. Okay. So anyway, I have some family visiting. So hope everybody has a great Friday, and I'm going to get off. This live should automatically save. If it doesn't, it might have to render a little bit, but you'll be able to come back and view it, and I'll probably just put a story on TikTok and Instagram when it's ready. But anyway, thank you for... You're not ready for fall. So, yeah, exactly. I know. Like, a lot of people are like, no, I'm going headstrong in the... But I do love... Fall's my favorite season. It truly is. But I'm trying not to rush anything. I just want to kind of ease into it and just enjoy what's left of the summer. And then the fall for me is still very warm. The leaves haven't transitioned, so there's going to be some little transition things, like little touches of fall, but also like I'm still going to be using Mediterranean. I'm still going to be using other kind of like really warm weather things too. So yeah, used to be a fall girl, but not so much now. Now, would you say you're more of a summer girl or like a winter girl? I think you're one time zone behind me, right? Sorry, I forgot that. I'm looking at the comments, but then I forgot that there is like a 5 or 10 second delay. Yeah, I think I'm definitely a fall. I'm starting to like winter a little bit more. I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit more. I hate being cold, but I love Christmas. I love the coziness of fall and winter, but I don't know. I think I just like all the seasons because when spring comes, I'm so ready for flowers. I'm so ready for like the brightness of spring. I don't mind the rain now. Maybe it's because I'm like, you know, getting older and stuff. I really love it. So, okay. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll post when this YouTube video is up. It should automatically save, but I'll let you know if it doesn't. All right. Summer? Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll, you know, maybe there's some end of the summer stuff I can do. All right.